Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is James.
I'm Chris, and today we're going to be discussing two movie sequels that recently came out in the month of June that we both delayed. We didn't end up talking about them yet, so we figured we'd do a quick little video to tell you guys our thoughts and opinions on both Jurassic World, Dominion,
Number 3.
and Top Gun Maverick.
Top Gun Maverick. Okay, so yes, as you mentioned, we missed out on filming an out-of-theater reaction, but we kind of wanted to compare these two movies, seeing that they're both sequels from the originals coming out between the 80s and 90s, kind of many years ago.
Yep.
Now we got some modern-day sequels. One of them really just disappointed, and the other one really surpassed our expectations. We just wanted to sit down and talk about both of them. So we're going to start it off talking about the one that I definitely preferred more, and I believe you did as well. Top Gun Maverick. So Top Gun Maverick is, it's been talked about forever.
It's really good.
There's not much new we can say, but we're going to just talk a little bit about things that we actually really enjoyed about it. So, right off the bat, this thing definitely, it rised above my expectations. I was going into this, when the first trailer released, I was a little skeptical. I'm like, alright, Top Gun, I had recently seen it when the first trailer just came out. It was my first time watching it. We both watched it together.
It wasn't really flashy. They kind of just had, bold music score playing with, fighter jets in the air, and it was small. And this movie's been talked about since 2019 or 2020.
Forever, honestly. There was talks about a sequel when the first one came out.
Well, the first trailer too.
Yeah, the first
trailer
trailer
was supposed to come out, and I believe around 2020 or something.
Exactly.
Like that.
It's been delayed for a while, so it finally released this year, 2022, and we happened to see it a couple weeks back. We started. I think it was the third week after this film released, and our theater was packed. It was a Wednesday night
at an IMAX
at 4 o'clock. I have never been to a theater that many weeks out on a random day with that theater.
With so many people, you would have thought it was opening.
You would have thought it was opening. The theater was so engaged. People were clapping and cheering.
There's people sitting in our seats. We had to argue with them 10 minutes before the movie started. It was very awkward.
It was a lot of stuff going on, but like I said, the theater was cheering. Everyone was excited, and so was I. I really liked it. There's so many impactful moments that were really cheerful. This was such a feel-good movie for the summer.
It was a good, really fun summer movie.
Exactly, a good popcorn flick. You had a lot of new cast members joining this movie this time around. You had Miles Teller's character, Rooster. You had a bunch of other characters that I really enjoyed, like Hangman, Bob. Bob was a classic.
He was pretty
and
cool.
A lot of different new dynamics being built through these characters. A lot of the similar kind of story beats. It felt like a really nice homage to the original film, with the new characters like Hangman being very similar to Iceman, and Rooster along with Maverick, and Maverick along Top Gun. What do you think about Tom Cruise's portrayal in this movie?
He's Tom Cruise. Pretty much
Tommy C.
Almost every movie he does, he kills it. Besides The Mummy or something like that. But a lot of movies, from Mission Impossible to Top Gun to Edge of Tomorrow, I literally love everything the guy does. So I was excited to see it. I personally, hot take, was never the biggest fan of the first one. I thought it was fun, and I definitely one of those classic 80s movies. The song was the best part of it. Danger Zone, Kenny Loggins. That's one of my ringtones. I love it. It gets me hyped up all the time. So they played that. I was super happy when they played that right off the bat when the credits were
What a way
rolling.
to start a movie.
It was getting me pumped. I was so excited. Good. The way that that Tom Cruise came back into the role as Maverick, it was awesome.
It was seamless. It was so fun.
It's crazy how long ago it was, but it's it was just like he was in movie time, and his character didn't miss a beat. And it was really cool to see him come and instruct the new group of people, and it was just awesome.
Yeah, it was really cool. You combine bringing Tommy C. He's a little crazy, but he cranks out some good movies. You got Tommy C. You got a football scene by the beach and some intense fighter pilots,
and he does all his own stunts.
And like you said, Danger Zone. This is gonna make a 10 out of 10 movie.
He flies inside of planes and outside of planes in all the movies he does. He's in the sky. He's going Mach 10. Listen, he goes crazy. He pushes the boundaries.
The biggest thing, though, it's not about the plane. It's about the power in the box.
There you go.
And when Tommy C takes control, he takes over. He doesn't take power. He takes over.
Yep.
So again, not much more I can say about this movie. It was so awesome. I really loved it. So far, it's my second favorite movie of the entire year. It's so close to me for the Batman. Batman's still number 1 currently, but you got Top Gun Maverick for me right there. Love this movie so much.
I would say the same.
I cannot wait to see this film again, and what an amazing sequel, right?
I thought it was really good, very good. This guy over here, along with a couple other people, bro, I know
that theater gripping the seat. I was so pumped.
Edging to want to see it again. I'm I don't really like seeing movies more than once in the theater, unless it was No Way Home or something amazing. There really hasn't been many movies that have made me feel that way. But this guy's dude, want to go see Top Gun Maverick again? Want to go see it? He wants to buy a pair of aviators. He wants to grow a mustache over here. He wants to like
if I could grow it,
do
I
like
would
100 push-ups and like go fly freaking. I don't know,
go fly
the little
planes.
like jet carts at Chuck E. Cheese and stuff like that. He's dying.
That's a good idea. That's good. So we can move on to from a great sequel
to a great cast.
Great sequel, great cast, great energy.
And the story
feels good
too.
Great film. So now moving on to definitely probably one of my least favorite films I have seen this year for sure. This movie, Jurassic World Dominion.
It just was disappointing. It didn't feel like anything like the trailer. Like all the trailer footage that they were saying, like the dinosaurs roaming the earth and being free, and all the advertisements from like the ones in the Super Bowl to the previews that they shown. It didn't feel like any of that had to do with this movie. It was so bizarre. It was like a completely other direction, and I thought it was lame. I just wasn't the biggest fan of it. I mean, there's entertaining parts to it where I was watching it with my family, and we thought it was like entertaining to a degree, but honestly, I didn't need to see that at the theater. I could have saw that at home, rented it for $1, maybe watched it on bootleg for free, because it really wasn't worth my time. Thank God for the comfortable seats that we were in. Other than that, I was just like, this is a letdown. Especially, I think it's the lowest rated Jurassic Park movie out of all.
It's the lowest out of the entire saga.
And I was like, I was saying, listen, they're bringing back the original cast. You got Ian Malcolm, Jeff Goldblum, and you got Dr. Grant, and everybody else. I'm like, there's no way this could be worse than Fallen Kingdom. And sure enough, it probably was almost. They were like equal. Maybe because it had the original cast, has a little bit of an edge. But honestly, it's just like sad.
Listen, Tim Cook's taken over the entire planet. You have Peter Parker's parents.
Yeah, his dad. He's always a scientist.
This guy can't catch a break. He's a dumb guy. This guy. I don't like him. But anyway,
I love that scene when he's like getting angry.
I don't like this guy, but I just kept picturing like Spider-Man to come in and they'd be like, "Dad, what are you doing?" But man, I felt like Chris Pratt walked his way through this script, man. I feel like he phoned this performance in over Zoom or something. This was definitely one of the worst Chris Pratt performances I've seen in my entire life. I was dying laughing inside. There was this one scene when Claire's about to get eaten by like this new T-Rex. He literally drops this amount of energy when he sees his like basically wife about to get eaten by a T-Rex. Claire! Not even that one. I think it was more like Claire. It's like, bro, he gave no. And my man signed his name on the check, collected it, cashed it, and
for a big budget movie,
it was just so bad.
I think I saw a movie. One of the last Chris Pratt movies that I saw was like that one on Amazon Prime. It was like with the time travel with like the ice monsters or things. I forget what it was, but. He did a better performance in that than he did in this movie. Yeah. When this is like a big franchise movie. It's supposed to be the finale. It's supposed to be the last one.
I love Chris Pratt. What are you doing, bro?
I don't know. I'm hoping he does better in Thor.
I hope he does better in Mario.
Mario, yeah.
It's a Mario.
He's supposed to... They're saying that he's supposed to like kill everybody's worries or speculation. He's supposed to be like... I don't know. The almighty Mario.
Chris Pratt, he's a good guy. I like Chris Pratt.
He's a good guy.
But this performance was so bad. But you know who did shine in this movie? As he kind of always does. Jeff Goldblum.
Did he, though?
I think Jeff Goldblum was easily the best one out of the whole movie.
I mean,
he wasn't
could
great.
have been a little bit more for me.
He could have been so much better.
I expect him to be a little more, but he was good. I feel like everyone, to be honest with you, no one had a standout performance to me. Everyone was so flat. Everyone was so basic. I didn't think that anybody, from the girl to the guys to the bad guy to even the freaking dinosaurs, they were all just subpar to me. I don't know why.
I feel like those two words, flat and basic, could describe this entire series of films.
I haven't liked the first 3 Jurassic Parks were so much better than the Jurassic World.
Yeah, they were
That's my opinion.
I feel like the original trilogy was kind of a mixed bag. But this one was almost each one got
number 1 and 3
worse.
are my favorite. Number 2, I actually had just seen again. I don't even remember ever seeing it, but I saw number 2 a couple months ago, and even that one I thought was okay, but it was better than this one. This one, I mean, the only thing with the advancements in CGI, I like so much more the practical effects with the dinosaurs and stuff, but I just felt like the weird dinosaurs in the little casino area, or the underground the underground like animal hostage area.
The underground mafia dinosaur ring.
It was so out of place. Yeah. It just felt so out of place. When the raptor hunt, when they have a gun on you and they're shining a light, instead of shooting the person, they want them to just get attacked by
that was like
freaking velociraptor.
That was plot armor to the max. My girl was running from a raptor, just running from
whatever it is.
That's insane.
I don't know. The story to me, even they changed the thing with the girl. She's the clone of her mom and stuff like that. Like
the entire trilogy was just kind of and I feel like each film got worse than the last.
They were so
the first film
great.
The first film to me wasn't bad. It was like a good foundation for an original. Kind of reminded me of.
I didn't like it.
I compared it a lot. I compared it a lot to The Force Awakens. Like it felt like a rehash of the original and just kind of making like the most kind of basic and safe plot you could do. Like a very safe plot to set up for sequels. I feel like
it could have been so much more. That whole movie, besides like the last 10 minutes when all the little raptors, velociraptors, whatever the heck they are, come and like attack the big T-Rex and the monster comes out. There's no big monster sequence. Like they had like a couple new cool dinosaurs. Like they hype up this Gigantosaurus thing, which I really didn't even think was that intimidating. Then they had one that moved really slow with like knife hands. I'm like, what?
The dinosaurs were severely lacking in this movie. There was nothing cool about them, in my opinion. Like there was no, like you just mentioned, there was no scene. There was no like that was the scene. There was nothing in this movie.
There was nothing. It was boring.
Yeah.
I honestly, I don't know. The only good like monster movie that has come out in the last couple of years for me has been Godzilla vs. King Kong, and even that. I mean, when you think of how many dinosaurs there are, right, and how many like terrifying, cool action scenes you could have with dinosaurs, they just undervalue it all the time. The one suspenseful scene that honestly was just like, just had me keep going, yeah right, was the one with the swimming dinosaur. That's like creepy in appearance, but like the cuts that these people were able to jump and quickly like hustle up a ladder, and like it's so unrealistic. And you got to take yourself out of that because obviously we're talking about Jurassic World, but it's just like to a degree. Come on, like make it somewhat realistic.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's not much more I can really say about this movie. It was disappointing. It was definitely my least favorite film I've seen this year. And comparing it to Top Gun Maverick, man, what a difference in sequels.
Every other movie they have to basically go back to an island too. But and technically it wasn't an island, but that biotech was basically like a little habitat where they had to go and they had to have their final battle there.
They truly should have just stopped after the original Jurassic Park. That original Jurassic Park is such a magical movie, and it also was just a great atmosphere for a brand new idea, like a brand new IP. They really should have just ended it there because each film has gotten worse than the original. And there's no way to top it. I really hope this franchise takes a very long needed break. It goes on hiatus for a while and maybe comes back 10 years from now. Maybe not even then, because I really don't think we need any more.
I don't know. I love the concept of dinosaur movies, like when they're in the jungle and trying to run away from them, or even if they were going to expand the fact where there were loose dinosaurs around the world and they were trying to use them for military operations or whatever like that. Whatever they want to do with dinosaurs, just make it an entertaining story. I feel like it was just so boring to watch. The characters have to go get a magical device and unlock a key and help a dinosaur that's sick, and like it's just such a it's not exciting.
They had to crack the magical code of the big mosquitoes. That was very fun.
The bugs, the movie was more about flying bugs than it was dinosaurs, really.
That is true. If you haven't seen either, avoid Jurassic World. If you haven't seen Top Gun, go check it out.
What are you waiting for? Go check it out.
It just re-released in IMAX. Go check it out. I think as of filming today, it just crossed the $1 billion mark. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, Tommy C, good job, and Chris Pratt, do better. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let us know down in the comments whether you agree with our opinions or not, and which movie you kind of preferred. And if you like Jurassic World Dominion, let us know. And if you like Top Gun, let us know that as well. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, hit that dang bell, ring it a couple times.
Tell your friends, subscribe. Everybody watch the videos. Go all the way back to like midway through our channel and watch all the other videos you missed.
And like them all.
Stay tuned for our upcoming uploads and make sure you guys are ready. And remember, comment down below if you watch this whole thing and say, I feel the need for speed.
If you like Top Gun, let us know that as well. I'd love to hear you guys' thoughts. And hey, stay tuned.
I feel the need for speed. What?
I wasn't ready to end it.
Oh, I thought you were.
Oh.
Oh, you got it and say it again.
Maybe it. And I'll see you guys in the next one, alright?
Hey, you know what?
I
feel the need. Make sure you like it.
Subscribe. Ring the bell. Tell your grandma to subscribe.
Everybody.
We'd appreciate all that.
Share it to your bar mitzvah friends, your college friends, your
co-workers,
Cub Scout group,
everything. Right. Thank you guys. Stay tuned this weekend.
And remember.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. My name is James.
Wait, what?
It's too long. We need to make it shorter.
No, you can't.
I'm kidding. All right, guys. Thank you.
My face.
That'll bell ringing a couple
Everything,
times.
all the things. Tell your friends. Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
Thank you guys so much for watching all the way
Thanks,
through.
guys.
Again,
Make sure you guys subscribe. Ring the bell.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
All right.